1 in 3 Americans are at risk for developing kidney disease in their lifetime, and most who have chronic kidney disease don't even know they have it. Joining us today to talk about an event to help raise awareness is Doris Lew, a transplant recipient and community outreach coordinator for the National Kidney Foundation. Doris, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Excited
Absolutely. And like many people, you were surprised by your diagnosis. How did it come about?
Well, it all started when I applied for life insurance, and I was shocked when I was denied. And so that was the beginning of my kidney journey. I found out that I had kidney disease, and I did a lot of research on that. And I read that there are steps that I could take to prevent or slow down the progression of my disease. And then I went to my doctor, and he said, yes, but for you, it's too late. So I was one of those people who was diagnosed too late. I eventually went on dialysis, and I got my transplant from a living donor 4 years ago. Well, it took a little while. First, I had a family member who wanted to donate, but that didn't work out, and we had a couple of close friends. And then once that fell through, I reached out to my church community, my Facebook community, my family, and ended up being somebody who, in my extended family, who came forward and got tested.
What kind of issues does this cause for you and other transplant recipients with COVID being so rampant right now?
Yes, COVID has really hit the kidney community hard. It affects dialysis patients because even if they get COVID, they have to continue to leave the house to go to dialysis because it's a life-sustaining treatment. For transplant recipients like me, we take medication that compromises our immune system. And so we're a very vulnerable population. So COVID is making us very, very nervous.
Yeah. And so many annual events have been canceled because of the pandemic as well. But the Authors Lunch is continuing. Can you tell us about this year's event?
Yeah, so Authors Luncheon, we have it every year. This will be our 32nd annual Authors event, and we're very excited. It will be fully virtual, so we won't meet in person, but that's actually opened up a lot of options for us. And we have some very recognizable, internationally recognizable authors, including John Grisham, who's coming out with his new book, Time for Mercy. We have Brit Bennett, Erik Larson. We have a couple of local authors, including Marcia Goldman, Gail Tsukiyama. And so we're very excited. And then our last author is Jason Rosenthal. So it's going to be on Saturday, December 5th, and tickets are online. And they start at $25, all virtual. The $75 level will get you a book, and it goes up from there. Yes, so we're very excited about that. And during the event, we'll also be sharing some stories we'll be hearing from patients and highlighting some of the facts, including that 1 in 3 Americans are at risk for kidney disease. 1 in 7 actually have kidney disease. And so most of them don't know it. And I'm a classic example of someone who had kidney disease, but we didn't know it. And so with COVID happening, National Kidney Foundation, we really want to highlight the fact that everybody needs to get tested. You may be among the 33% of people who are affected. And so the event will be a really good one. We'll hear from patients, we'll hear from authors, and we'll learn a lot.
And those stories you mentioned and yours as well make such a big impact. Doris Lew, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
And the National Kidney Foundation's 32nd annual Authors Luncheon, once again, it's Saturday, December 5th. KPIX5 is proud to be the media sponsor. The virtual event begins at 11 a.m. Tickets are $25. You can find more information at kidney.org/authors.